guys. This is John from Aimless Adventure Podcast, and we're here to show you a little quick fix, depending on how quick you are. You don't have to live with holes in drywall or where your drywall is chipping and stuff, and you don't have to spend a lot of money to hire somebody to come in and do it for you. The stuff that we got today is 2 different grit sanding blocks to finish up, a 3-pack of putty knives, and a tub of dry deck spackling. All total, about $20 at your Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever hardware store you choose to go to. So that's going to leave you more money for action figures or video games or whatever you're into. Okay, so let's get started. If you notice, most walls have this texture to them, looks sort of like ghosts. Some people see like Abraham Lincoln in them or rifles or whatever the case may be. That's done by putting too much spackle on and then smearing it. So you're not going to want to just fill the hole. You're going to want to add a little bit extra and then swipe it and then clean it up with your sanding block or whatever to give it a little bit more of a seamless finish when you're done. And it might take a couple of tries. It doesn't hurt to sand it down and try again. But we're going to start off with a smaller trowel or spreader, whatever you want to call it, and use that to just try and goop it in. And like I said, just kind of too much is not enough when you're first starting. And I'm going to take the larger one. Now we're just going to smear that down. And you'll notice there's a couple of imperfections. We're going to go ahead and let it dry and then go back and fill it in like it was tinier holes, just so you're not pulling up the stuff that you just laid. So it's okay, you don't have to get it on the first try. And this particular spackle, it starts off this pinkish magenta color, and as it dries it turns white. And once it's white, you can start sanding it and shaving it and painting it or whatever you're choosing to do. It's really advised to paint over because you're probably not going to do a pretty job the first time you do it, but like I said, it's a lot better than living with a hole, being overwhelmed, thinking that you can't do it or that you have to spend a couple $100 or whatever to have a handyman come in and do something that you're completely capable of. DIY projects, once you get over the fear of doing them, it's sometimes exciting, not just spending or saving the money rather, but just realizing that you're capable of doing something that maybe you didn't think that you could. And so that's already 100% better, but we're going to go ahead and let that dry up, sand it down a little bit. There's a couple of cracks that came from those gouges that we're going to fill up too, but we'll be back with you in just a minute. And we're back. Okay, now that you can still see a little bit of pink, but we can still work with it. It's not completely dry, but we're just going to be, I already did a little bit testing. We're just smoothing out the edges a little bit. Getting it ready for the next coat. Now it's already way better than it was when we started, but not quite to where we want to be. So we're going to throw another coat on it. And this time I'm going to attempt to do one big patch and smooth it out to make it look like one repair, not 2 or 3 repairs with the little cracks and stuff we're trying to get rid of. So we're going to start at the top where that crack is. We're going to make a mess, but that's fine. Goop it on pretty good. Because anything that you do over, once it dries, you'll just sand it right back down smooth. not even gonna mess with that. We'll just sand that down once it gets to that point. Get a little bit more up in this crack. We got a little bit of a divot here in the corner. We're gonna try and fill that too. I think we're good for now. Like I said, it's really rough right now, but that'll all sand down smooth. I do believe that once we get the sanding down, it's going to be ready for paint, and maybe we'll post an after shot so you guys can see what it looked like. But like I said, 20 bucks. We'll probably put a link up on the video so you can do your own price comparisons and stuff. But this is definitely a job you can do on your own, and just have a little faith and give it a shot. Thanks for watching.